Did you know that one pair of mice can produce 200 babies in just 4 months? What? What? No. This morning we're talking about the rodents that run and hide inside and sometimes your home and around your home. Jesse Quiros and Beth Binger from Home Team Pest Defense are here with ways to make those pests go away. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi, guys. Chrissy, hey, not only can they reproduce that quickly, but a rat can jump from a standing position this high. So,
Shut
yes,
up.
yes, they can jump. Yes.
What? No.
They're a problem. They're a problem. So Jesse is the expert.
So okay, from a standing point, the thing can jump straight up.
Straight up 3 feet.
Straight up 3 feet.
That's why it's so important that when you inspect the outside of your home, if you have any limbs hanging over your house,
Yeah.
cut them back.
Because they can jump off they can climb up the tree.
Yes.
Jump off the limbs.
And they're on your home.
But they're on the roof. But then how do they get in the house?
Oh,
They are
easy.
excellent climbers.
What is this?
They're excellent climbers. As a matter of fact, this here is just an illustration. A mouse can crawl and get into your home in the whole size of a dime.
Is that a baby mouse or like a
No,
big mouse?
This is a mouse.
Like a
but
rat?
A rat, the size of a quarter.
Okay, really? But what do they suck in their stomachs or something? I mean,
once they get their heads in, they can squeeze their bodies through. A rat can also fall up to 50 feet and not get hurt.
You're Jimmy, under a limbo.
What is the problem? Yeah, what is the problem with having the rats and mice in the house? Why can't we all just get along? Why not just let them stay?
Because then they start chewing through all of your food, and you're not going to want to share your Irish oatmeal in the morning with a rat, and then open it up and see rat droppings and all of that.
Disease?
Yes,
no
can.
question.
What kind?
Oh no.
There's all kinds of diseases. They're dirty. They're filthy little animals. And then in some cases they spread what's called a virus. It's called a hantavirus, which attacks the lungs and kidneys of a person. And now that is spread through the fecal matter of deer mice. And in Southern California, we have deer mice.
And they're starting to want to look for harbor this time of the year. It's counterintuitive because it's really hot right now, but you say it's because it gets cold in the fall and the winter and they need to come inside because they're cold. I thought they had fur coats on.
Yes, they do, but they're just like people. And they want comfort food, they want the warm place to live, and they want that water. So we've got to keep them out.
Let's keep them out. Okay, so what do we do with this? What is this right here?
Well, if you have any places in your home that might be a problem, that might be for entering,
Like they can squeeze in.
they can squeeze in, cut a piece of this hardware cloth, put it up there maybe with staples, with nails, paint it if you have to make it look nice, but keep them out because they can't chew through here.
Okay.
Door sweeps. If you have a door and there's a gap at the bottom, if you can see light, that's a highway for them. A mouse only needs 1/4 of an inch to squeeze through.
Okay.
So make sure you have a door sweep on them. If you have vents, make sure that they have a screened backing back here. If not, make sure that you close your vents when you're not using them.
Okay.
If you have fruit trees out in your yard, pick up your fruit. Throw it away. And if you find that they're eating the fruit on the tree, then you've got a problem. You're going to need to trap them outside.
Okay, what kind of trap? When you say traps, do you mean like killer traps, or do you mean?
I would go the old-fashioned way, the snap trap. Absolutely. You got to get rid of them.
Do you ever just go in with a shotgun and just blow it up? I don't know. No, or is that just me? You don't use a shotgun?
No, because then you'd have to use a whole lot of this.
What is this?
Now, this here is an expanding foam, and if you have an area, a hole, what you want to do is fill it. And I've got steel wool here because what you want to do is make sure that you stuff steel wool into the hole first, and then put this foam in, because what'll happen is
that killer foam or is that prevention foam?
It's a prevention foam.
Okay.
And this you can get it at any of your hardware stores. But what it does, it expands, it fills a hole, and it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't give any room for that little rat to hang out, the little vermin.
Exactly, and you want the steel wool in there because when they start to chew through this, once it's dry, they're going to hit that metal, and they don't like it on their teeth. So they're going to stop.
And then they're going to want to go in another direction.
Yes.
Steel wool is magic. Magic.
And if you want any more information, we have a whole lot of hints that on our website.
Okay.
And
and we'll have you linked up on our website.
Very good. And it's www.whatsbuggingyounow.com. How easy is that?
That's cute.
What's bugging you now?
Or just go to fox5sandiego.com. We'll put a link on there. And Beth, you say it's a good idea to just put your food in a baggie?
Definitely. Don't have any paper, cardboard. Just zip it in a Ziploc and keep it in the Ziploc all the time. And that way you'll just cut down on
it just gives it's
really
like
simple things to do.
Yeah, it cuts down on the attraction for the little vermin.
Very good.
Well, guys, thank you very much for being here. Very informative. And again, for more information, go to fox5sandiego.com. Guys, back to you now in the studio.
Okay, Chrissy, thank you. Today's front page.